G'day and welcome to another big edition of the MCDFNL Footy Show, looking ahead to round 16. Thanks to Bendigo Bank. My name's Andy. I'm joined by the great man Shane Anwell, Operations Manager, mate. This is we're getting to the end of your first home and away season in the gig, mate. Certainly been a good year for you and the team.
Yeah, look, I've enjoyed my year with Maryborough Castlemaine, certainly catching up with a few old clubs that we had an association with back in the day. But look, it's country football at its best. I love it up that way, and it's pure and it's honest, and the whole community gets involved on the one day for junior football and netball. So it's the way football should be.
Absolutely, good country community atmosphere, which is what the competition shows strongly. Before we look into this week's big games, we'll paint a bit of a picture on how the ladder's going at the moment. And starting from the top, we've got Navarre, who are looking likely to finish as reigning or minor premiers in first spot. Then we've got Carisbrook on 52 points, Natty Alba on 48 points. Harcourt, with the win last week against Royal Park, have opened up the handy gap there to secure fourth spot. We've got Trentham and Royal Park and Talbot on the same amount of points through from 5th to 7th. Maryborough Rovers sealed their fate last week, securing their finals berth, but most likely with handy percentage boost in recent weeks as well, to finish on 32 points. And then we've got Newstead, Lexton, Maldon, Avoca, Campbell's Creek and Denali to set up what promises to be an exciting finale and maybe a bit of relief for a few clubs who have been doing it tough this year and they're looking forward to the end of the season. Yeah, certainly. I think the top four teams are settled. There's maybe some little changes there. Certainly the top eight's finalised. So I think the big interest is going to be the jostling for position in the bottom half of the top eight to see who's going to finish where and who's going to be playing who. So it's going to be interesting Saturday night when the results come through. Definitely right there, mate. That game between Navarre and Carisbrook has probably this past weekend has probably showed that there will be some big changes made, and we did see some powerhouse performances there from other teams. And I think there's a chance Natty Alba could sneak into second spot as well, depending on how results go. But we'll turn our attention to the big games. And while there's lots of talk of what's happening at the top end of the ladder, mate, there'll be a lot of talk about what's happening down the bottom end, because we've got Maldon v Denali, like a battle for the wooden spoon.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, not so much the wooden spoon. Denali with one win, Maldon with 3 wins. So Denali are going to finish on the bottom most likely. I would expect Maldon are going to get the win here. Maldon are going to get the win here. They had a tough week last week. They only kicked 1 goal, but they did come up against some pretty tough opposition. It'll be a close game and it'll be a good game, and it'll be good for both clubs to round out the season.
Yeah, which way do you think this one will go, mate?
Maldon.
Maldon. I'm going to jump on Denali's bandwagon. Showed a lot of promise last week. The Eagles, they are flying high. And another big game, Natty Alba versus Newstead. This is the battle between the 3rd and 9th. And Newstead, they'll be looking to upset the apple cart a little bit, because the Swannies will be looking to try and get that second spot, which will be handy. But Newstead be disappointed that they'll just miss out on finals, it looks like, at this stage. So they've got a chance to upset the apple cart a bit.
Yeah, they will miss out on finals. Obviously, they're not going to get there on wins or percentage. Natty Alba will be looking, I think, to have a strong game and really show the opposition what they're capable of. They're most likely going to finish in 3rd, I would think. Pardon me, given how Carisbrook probably will end up Saturday. We're looking at probably Natty and Carisbrook in the first week of the finals, but I'm tipping Natty.
Yep, get Natty be able to get over the line there. Navarre will be looking to strengthen their case as the minor premiers of 2017 as they take on Avoca, who showed a fair bit of fight last week against Maryborough.
Yeah, they did show a bit of fight. I think everything we've just said there with Natty and Newstead, you can apply to Navarre and Avoca. Navarre will finish on top, and again, they'll have another strong showing for the last home and away of the season.
The game of the round, one of the games of the round that we'll be looking at, is Maryborough Rovers versus Royal Park. There's not much separating these two sides, and we know the Rovers are coming in off a big performance over the weekend at Royal Park. They'll be a bit disappointed to really sort of miss that finals chance, or the double chance altogether, after a strong finish towards the end of the home and away season against Harcourt last week. They'll be ruining that, but they've got a chance for redemption here.
Yeah, certainly they do. It's going to be an interesting game. The results will reflect a lot on the ladder. Rovers have got a chance to jump Royal Park on the ladder should they have a win. They've got a better percentage, but they're only behind them with only 4 points behind them. So, look, I think it could be a bit of a toss of the coin here. This game is at Princes Park, I think, not at Jubilee. I'm going to go with Rovers to win this one.
I'm going to go with Royal Park. They've been one of the better sides in the top bottom half of the top 8 in recent weeks, and I expect them to show that good form. Harcourt got the win they needed last week. They take on a red-hot Lexington.
Yeah, red-hot to a degree, where they just missed out last week. But I think Harcourt are just really coming on strong at this end of the season. They've been good all year, but they've really just solidified their position in the top 4 over recent weeks, and they'll be too strong for Lexington on Saturday.
Totally agree with you there, mate. Talbot and Campbell's Creek.
Poor old Campbell's Creek, don't think are going to have much luck on Saturday. They'll be happy to finish up Saturday night, and their season will be done there in the seniors. Talbot had a good win last Sunday, and I think they'll go on with it again this week. They'll have another win, and they'll be pretty comfortable heading into the finals.
No doubt about that, mate. And the final game, which has a fair bit riding on it, we've got Trentham and Carisbrook. A battle between two teams that at their best are both very, very good. And the Saints, they got back on the winners list last week, and Carisbrook, they'll be coming in off a loss.
Yeah, that's right. Carisbrook will certainly want to bounce back, and they'll bounce back pretty well, I think. I'd pick them to win this game. It's going to be close. Trentham, the win last week steadied the ship, so to speak, for them after a few wobbles there they've been having. But look, if they don't get the win, which I don't think they will, if they put up a good fight and it's a close game, I think they'd be happy with that heading into finals.
Yeah, well, I think Trentham just need to finish strongly and at least be competitive, mate. It is getting exciting. Finals is just around the corner. You can just taste it. Thanks so much for joining us this week. We look forward to catching up with you as we talk up finals, the first week of finals in the MCDFNL.
Yeah, looking forward to it.